Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. And today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test of the 2021 Kia Telluride V6 all-wheel drive. We're going to head out on the highway, do 50 miles out and 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour to get you a realistic highway fuel economy number for this 3-row SUV. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a quick look at it. Not the most interesting color that the Telluride comes in, but nonetheless one of the best vehicles on sale today. Between its 3-row capabilities, its towing abilities, all the features you get inside, including heated and ventilated second-row seats, a good amount of space, and possibly decent fuel economy, which we're about to find out today. All of this coming in just about $50,000 at the very, very top. That is a good deal. So if you want to see more on the Telluride, check the links in the description. We've got a review of the 12-speaker Harman Kardon audio system, and a full review done by Chris Brower. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's highway fuel economy test, which gives this Telluride 24 miles per gallon, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are people who'd like to take their vehicles on long road trips and should know what sort of number they can realistically expect in the real world. So in order to do that, we head out on the highway. We're going to do 100 miles and come back and fill up at the same pump that we started at using the same 3-click fueling method and get a result. So a few things to note for today. Outside temperature is 87 degrees Fahrenheit, so it is toasty. The sun is ablazing, and we are going to have the climate control set to 73 degrees auto. Now yes, this will use the air conditioning, but people got to stay comfortable while they drive, and we see it as a more realistic real-world test. We've also set the tires to their door placard 35 psi cold. 3.4 gallons going in for our initial fill. And before we actually start the engine, we're going to reset. And before we actually start the engine, we're resetting our trip computer, reset our GPS, reset the fuel economy, turn the drive mode into Eco. There's also Snow, Comfort, Sport, and Smart. And we're ready to begin. We're going to take it nice and easy over to the highway. It's about half a mile away. Pick up the test from there. The goal of this test isn't to hypermile, but rather to get a realistic fuel economy figure. So we're going to get up to highway speed at a reasonable pace, set our cruise control to a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour. This V6 does have to downshift a little bit to get up to speed, and apparently these people are in no hurry, so we'll navigate our way around them. You should always aim to get up to highway speed before you merge onto the highway. And that's a long merge lane back there, so all of those cars should have no problem getting up to speed before merging. Alright, looks like 73 on the dash is going to give us 72 on the GPS. The HVAC's blowing a little strong right now, so we'll get a more accurate reading for how loud this thing is at speed on our way back. But there seems to be a decent amount of road noise. Would like it to be a little bit quieter, but not the end of the world. So we're going to continue on with the rest of the test, and in the meantime, enjoy this time lapse the entire trip. Wrapping up the highway fuel economy test here in the Telluride. Definitely ready to get off the highway, thanks to all these people who love to drive any old which speed in any lane. But the Telluride itself has done pretty well. We've got 28 miles per gallon according to the trip computer. It's not the cleanest fuel economy run I've ever done. Not super happy with it. Had to kind of pick and choose routes here in Michigan once we roll into the summer because just about everywhere is under construction. So we picked one and there's more traffic than I expected, but we did average 69 miles per hour, so pretty close, and we're going to give a little bit more of a downward nod to the fuel economy when it comes to rounding. So let's get back to the pump and see what the figures are like and go from there. Also, the car does not like if you're making a double lane turn, thanks to blind spot monitoring. Highway comfort's been good though. We actually measured 70 decibels on a quiet section of highway with our rudimentary phone decibel reader. I was surprised by that because when you're going over a concrete highway or just louder road sections, there seems to be a good amount of road noise here in the car, but wind noise is quite low, so that's something. The fan also never got very quiet. I guess maybe because it's still 88 degrees, but I would like a little bit quieter fan speed. 3.812 gallons going in. 102.2 divided by 3.812 is giving us 26.8 miles per gallon. So as I said, because our speed was a little bit lower than 70 and we had more drafting than I was comfortable with, we're going to round that down to 26. A few miles per gallon below the car's readout, but still two better than the EPA. 26 miles per gallon times the fuel tank, 18.8 gallons, gives you an effective cruising range of 480 miles at 70 miles per hour here in the Telluride all-wheel drive. Much better numbers than you're going to get from a big body-on-frame SUV, that is for sure. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you found that useful. If you want to see more on the Telluride, check the links in the description for our sound system test and our full review. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.